For today's Bible lesson, I will be telling you a really beautiful Bible story, and it all begins in a town called Bethany. And Jesus was sitting at a table with all of his disciples, right? All the 12. And they were sitting at a table, and here comes this woman, and she comes in with this small box. Now, what was in this box was an oil, a perfume. And it was worth a lot of money. I mean, it was really valuable, really expensive. So no one knew what she was going to do. So she walked over to Jesus and she broke the box open and poured it on his head and on his feet. And she began to worship him. And the disciples around him was like, Jesus, why is she doing that? That's a waste of money. Do you realize how much money we could get for that? The oil, the perfume, do you realize how much? And Jesus was like, leave her alone. This is what she's doing. That was her worship. That was how she decided to worship Jesus, was to give something worth value. And in life, you might go to church and you might just give all your energy worshiping Jesus, and you come out and someone says to you, man, that was just a waste of time. Going to church on Sundays is such a waste of time. Or giving energy towards Jesus, right? Worshiping with everything you have is such a waste of time. You could spend your time doing something else. Or, well, you shouldn't be helping the poor. That's a waste of time, right? You shouldn't be doing all these things that Jesus tells us to do. You shouldn't be listening to your parents. Oh, who cares? We're just going to have a great time and just have fun anyways. Well, no, right? We can't do that. We have to listen to the things of Jesus, and we have to obey our parents, right? We have to worship him with everything we have. And whenever we dig down deep and we give him that is what is most valuable. When we worship, your worship costs something. It is so valuable. It's so expensive to the Lord. You're like, well, when I lift my hands, that doesn't cost me any money. No, we're not talking about that type of value. We're talking about value of relationship, right? Whenever you say, I worship and I get closer to Jesus, that's priceless. No amount of money could replace the relationship that you build with Jesus Christ. So, be like the woman. No matter what people say about what you give in worship, what you give with your time or your energy, it is valuable. And even though it is valuable, you still give it to the Lord. You want to give him the most worship you can, the most of value that you possibly have within you, even if it's just a little bit. If that's your all, then that's the most valuable. Remember that as you go into worship. Even if you give just a little, but it's your everything, it is still the most pricey. I hope you enjoyed our quick minute today, and if you would like to see more videos just like this one, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, and I'll see you next time right here on Destiny Kids.